after weeks of controversy surrounding allegations that she had an improper romantic relationship with a special prosecutor leading the 2020 election case, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis finally responded with a court filing of her own.
You're sitting with someone today that actually wants to make a difference because they deserve a DA that won't have sex with his employees, because they deserve a DA that won't put money in their own pocket when it should go to benefit children, because we deserve better.
DA Fani Willis admits to having what she called a personal relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, but said that should not impact their roles in the case.
The district attorney's office in Fulton should be the beacon of the Southeast. It should be the absolute best office between Washington, D.C. and Miami. And right now what you have is an office of dysfunction and corruption, and we deserve better.
Wade was paid more than $500,000 more than the two other special prosecutors on the case. But in today's filing, Willis wrote that Wade made much more money than the other special prosecutors only because Wade did much more work.
You have a DA sitting there that doesn't have the qualifications and the experience to do the job. What I can guarantee you is, with my reputation, with my community ties, I am going to be able to attract the best and the brightest minds to that office.
Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, man. I truly, truly believe that every one of these partisan, America-destroying Democrats, they've got that book memorized like some people have the Bible memorized. I mean, they at least have their favorite scriptures memorized. And their favorite scripture, without a doubt, is the part about accusing your enemies of doing everything that you're doing yourself. And they have got that committed to the absolute core of their being. And you know, to their credit, it usually works. I mean, it almost works every single time. But apparently, even that can only be pushed so far, because we are seeing an absolute implosion of Fani Willis and really her entire office over what really does look like, and what the federal government now thinks is probably corruption. And, you know, we're not just talking about her making her friend, her injury attorney friend and alleged boyfriend, one of the highest paid prosecutors in the entire country, with no real experience, by the way. But there's more. I mean, Congress is now looking into her use of federal funds, which that's a result of leaked audio tape of her dismissing an employee who was raising real concerns about misuse of federal funds, which, especially when you're a prosecutor going after government corruption, that's not a good look.
Well, we've got an update in the Loverboy Fani Willis saga. Loverboy finalized his divorce so he could run away with Fani. But then Fani and Loverboy got hit with subpoenas and have to testify about their shenanigans together. And when it rains, it pours. Fani's office has a whistleblower, and the whistleblower recorded Fani. And the Free Beacon gave the recording to primetime. The whistleblower, Amanda Timpson, says she caught Fani's aide stealing money. Fani's office got a federal grant for $500,000. It was supposed to go to gang prevention. But Fani's aide, Michael Kufi, allegedly blew the money on travel, computers, and swag. The whistleblower confronted Fani and recorded it.
He wanted to do things with grants that were impossible, and I kept telling him, like, we can't do that, and questioning stuff. He would take me off projects, tell people I wasn't doing what I was supposed to, because I questioned him. Because I understood. I helped write that grant. I knew what was in that grant. He told everybody, we're going to get MacBooks, we're going to do that, we're going to get swag, we're going to use it for travel. I said, you cannot do that. It's a very, very specific grant.
So I respect that is your assessment. It was clear to me that you and Mr. Cuffey were not getting along. And I'm not saying that your assessment is wrong.
So what'd Fani do next? Fired the whistleblower. 7 armed men escorted her out of the office. Fani said the whistleblower didn't meet her standards, and Fani's aide denies he stole swag. But do we sense a pattern here? Fani's office takes public money, hires unqualified people, and the money gets spent on trips and swag. This is the woman who's prosecuting Trump.
Tell me that lady on the tape did not sound scared. She sounds absolutely, actually really scared. She sounded like she's worried somehow that she might be culpable in what they had going on because she wrote the grant. I don't know. Whatever they had going on really it's not clear. But I have to wonder if, on top of what they have going on, if Fani firing the woman isn't possibly a violation of the Whistleblower Protection Act. I don't know. But whatever they have going on, this career-making RICO case targeting President Trump, it's really not working out like she thought. And really, I mean, she's only got herself to blame, man. If you were going to target government corruption, especially after making your entire pitch to the Fulton County voters about cleaning up corruption that probably didn't even exist, well, then, dude, you've got to make sure that your house is in order. You have to make sure that you don't look corrupt. Even if you are corrupt, like most of them are, you got to make sure that you don't look like it. But I don't know what she was thinking. Did she really think that she could take down a presidential candidate and no one would unearth her skeletons? I mean, if you have skeletons, you should probably make sure that they're not federal crimes, especially if you're going to do something like that. I don't know what planet these people are living on. I mean, I know they believe that they can do whatever they want. They never, ever, ever look inward, and they never, ever think that they're going to get caught with whatever they're doing. The reason they don't think they're going to get caught, they usually don't think that what they're doing is wrong. But things are getting bad for Fani, and they're getting bad when the friendly corporate media stops giving you the Michael Avenatti hero treatment and starts to turn on you.
It's really the question about the money. If, in fact, Fani Willis is paying her lover, if he is her lover, a fee which is quite substantial. I mean, $650,000 to his law firm over a 2-year period is not a small amount of money. But are they both benefiting from that money? Mike Roman alleges that they went on trips that were ultimately paid for by the money, not that it's exactly the same dollar, but by the money that Nathan Wade had made while working for Fani Willis. That could be considered fraud. Not only might it be considered fraud or what we call honest services fraud, if this also involved the fact that there were federal funds going into that district attorney's office, which certainly could be the truth if it could be proven, then you're also dealing with the fact of a federal crime. So you might have a crime here in terms of the money. You might simply have, which is not so simple, a conflict of interest based on non-disclosure. If you look at it this way, Nancy and Anne Marie, if you had a female CEO of a public company and she decided to hire her lover and make him her number two, and that they were both traveling together and having a relationship on her money and his money, don't you think that CEO would be gone in a nanosecond? Now, while saying all of this, these are mere allegations, and you may note many of the more well-known and higher-up defendants in this case have not yet signed on to this motion. So the lawyer filing this motion better have the goods if you dare to file it.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely better have the goods. There's no doubt about that. This dude better have the goods. I have a feeling that they do, and I wouldn't read too much into, who has or has not signed on. If someone even loosely related to your case wants to try and take down the entire DA's office, let them. Unless they need your help, let them. But stay at arm's length, just in case they blow it up and get turned into a liability. That only makes sense. But I'm not sure what goods they need to come up with anyway. I mean, they've got the financial records, and they've got enough to at least put Nathan Wade on the record in front of the judge, under oath. And with everything going on, the dude is not going to perjure himself. He'll tell the judge exactly what's going on. And if something's going on or if it's not going on, more than likely, I have a feeling we're going to find out that Fani Willis is more guilty of any crimes than anyone in her bogus election interference case is. But we'll see. I mean, February 15th is the hearing day. Obviously, anything can happen between now and then, and anything can happen on that day. But it is definitely not a good look. No matter what is going on, it is definitely not a good look. And it's a moral failing of mine. I feel bad that I'm enjoying every moment of it, but I'm going to enjoy every moment of it because corruption never gets taken care of, man. But that's just my take, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. And if you haven't already, be a part of our growth. It's going to be a real big year for conservative voices, and we need the help, guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.